Yo, what's up? This is exactly doing my number 3 on why I love Precious. Number 2 was Sapphire and Lee Daniels. This one's on Emmett Perry and Oprah Winfrey. So, let's go right into it and just keep this train going. So, Emmett Perry Jr., wait a minute. Oh, snap, wait a minute. Tyler Perry. Because he changed his name. Tyler Perry's real name was Emmett Perry Jr. But Tyler Perry expressed in a 2009 interview that he had a troubled relationship with his father and could not stand him to have even the same name. So he picked a name that he liked, and it was Tyler. Tyler Perry expressed complete disdain for his father and spoke of present tense, I should say, that his father was being abusive to his mother. In a moving letter posted on his website, I believe within a month or so, he wrote that his father beat him until his skin was coming off of his back. And how convenient he's putting this kind of information up when this movie Precious, that he's also involved with, is coming out. I'm not saying it's not true, I'm just saying it's convenient. That's all I'm saying. He also said that his father beat his mother repeatedly and molested one of his childhood friends. Yeah. In addition to the abuse suffered at the hands of his father, Tyler also wrote he was sexually abused by one of his mother's friends and a man he knew from church. So there's some sexual abuse, some physical abuse there, right there. With all that going on, Perry said that he dropped out of school when he was 16, later came back to obtain his GED. Kind of sounds like Precious, doesn't it? Tyler Perry is best known for dressing up in drag as a female character named Medea. Now, Medea, I'm going to start right there and say that Medea basically is that Sapphire caricature, that Sapphire character. And for those of you who don't know who Sapphire is, it's a character. Check out my video on Sapphire. Not the author, but the origin of that name. Because it's from a TV show, I believe back in the 1920s. Sapphire's real name, the author, is Ramona Lofton, not Sapphire. But real quickly, it's a character who's big, fat, imposing, overbearing, loud talking, and most importantly, emasculating. He's also good friends with Oprah Winfrey. Okay, so that's Tyler Perry. So let's go into Oprah, and then I'm going to try to, kind of put that in a context of Precious. But you can already see the seeds. The seeds are there. Oprah, man, what an incredible success story. You know what I mean? This should be a movie more than fucking Precious. I mean, I would be in front row watching the Oprah Winfrey story in a heartbeat over this Precious shit. But, and it's even okay if she omits certain parts, especially the abuse parts. But for some reason, Oprah actually likes to sing and talking about abuse. And we'll go into that at the end of this. So here we go. Oprah, born into poverty in Mississippi to a teen mother herself. She was raised then in the inner cities of Milwaukee. Winfrey stated that she was molested by her cousin, by her uncle, and by a family friend, all while she was 9 years old. She said this in a 1986 episode of her TV show when sexual abuse was being discovered. After the years of abuse, Oprah ran away from home. She became, very uncontrollable by her mother. She couldn't control Oprah at all. She was just running them streets because she was, upset about all the abuse that happened to her and nothing was happening. Kind of like Precious. When she was 14 years old, she became pregnant, but her son died shortly after. Having a son at 14 years old, Precious had hers at 12 and at 16. Another kind of thing with Precious, right? Her mother was so frustrated with Oprah that she decided to make her live with her father in Nashville, Tennessee. His name is Vernon. And Vernon was strict, but he encouraged her and made her education top priority, number one. And that's what we have the birth of right now, is Oprah and her, billion-dollar empire, which is impressive. And that's basically it for Oprah. And all I want to say is that women, and especially black women, you cannot compare yourself to Oprah, because Oprah has, transferred herself over to an icon, because anything she does gets blown out of proportion. You know what I mean? She is an icon. Any little thing she do, white women, Asian women, nobody can compare herself to Oprah. And she has a lot to protect herself, because she's a billion-dollar icon, just walking around and things that she does. But her problem is that you can't get advice, as far as like relationship advice, dating advice, marriage advice, children advice, from Oprah herself, because she has mental issues herself. She needs to be in therapy herself. It seems that she doesn't have a real relationship with any man whatsoever, black, white, it doesn't even matter, right? Her longtime boyfriend, Stedman, who I feel very, very sorry for, and a lot of people do too. I mean, he's been with her 22 years, to my knowledge. And he's a class act, 100%. And she even makes shows there are no men available and things like that. And she has one. But she has a lot to protect herself. I can understand that too. So, besides that, you see that Tyler Perry was abused and Oprah was abused. And I'm not saying that it's not true. I mean, Oprah's been talking about it for years. Tyler just brought his up recently. They're both involved in this movie. Even Oprah said that this is the next color purple. Why does these stories of pain that remind you of your real life pain and abuse, you actually want to pay money, sit in the front seat and see with your eyes? I just don't fucking get it. All the people that I've known that went through some kind of sexual abuse, even physical abuse, I mean, I met a girl probably about 5 years ago. She just had an attempted rape. She's really young, but just an attempted rape, and she can't even watch a movie that even has the word rape in it. So why would anybody, whether they're a victim or survivor or just completely oblivious, want to see this, want to relive this? The only people that do have mental issues. They find their pain, they find this garbage, this sewage, this pus-filled womb that's bleeding. They find it safe. They find it a comfortable place. They want to relive it over and over and over again, and they can't get over it. They can't see positivity. You know what I mean? Oprah, on the other hand, and Tyler, they have made a way to deal around it, but they haven't clearly gotten over it. Tyler, you can completely see that most of his character that he used to get to where he was, Medea, right there with Oprah, right there with, was it Sapphire, making a, loud black woman. Wow, that's really original. You know what I mean? And some of his other stuff is okay, but believe it or not, I shouldn't be one talking about his movies, because I have never seen a Tyler Perry movie, because they don't interest me, and I'll go into that later. So this is my number 3. The number 4 will be the underlying messages of Precious. Exactly. I'm done.